Welcome back to part 2 of Shane Plays Shadowrun Returns, Antumbra. I think I'm saying that right. Basically in part 1 we just did character creation, generation. Did a little bit of intro talking about this module. Once again, it's user generated module out of the Steam Workshop. And we're supposed to meet somebody named Mr. Johnson. And the module makes it sound like, or the intro text made it sound like there would be some sort of attacking a nightclub or something like that. So at this point I have my character, and when I first began the chapter it gave me, I think, 1200 new yen. Yeah, 1200 new yen, and my task is find Mr. Johnson. I have well, they gave me some basic armor 1 clothing. Can't complain about that. Don't have any weapons yet. No cyberware. Here's my stats, and I have 1 karma point left over. Other than that, I have no clue what's going on. Let's kind of take Blacky, my street samurai dwarf, and run around. So I'm just gonna kind of explore. There's a rainstorm going on. Nice little thunderstorm effect, which the module intro text mentioned, and there's also a dynamic dance floor, whatever that means. So, but the thunderstorm is a nice effect. Okay, so run into some NPCs. I just saw a guy off to the side saying, "Hey, come here," you know, psst. So probably got a trench coat on with some like, "Hey, you wanna buy something cheap?" All right, there's Mr. Johnson. This is the guy I'm supposed to meet. And if you're not familiar with Shadowrun, or Shadowrun Returns, I should say, which is the computer version of the Shadowrun tabletop RPG, unless an object specifically has something over it, you pretty much can't interact with it. And I think that's to kind of help with the fact that this game is also intended to be played on tablets like iPads and Android tablets. So I think they're, that's kind of to help that UI. So on one hand, it's kind of nice, doesn't keep you going, "Hey, what am I supposed to do next?" On the other hand, it does make you feel as you're being handheld just a little bit. But let's talk to Mr. Johnson. Are you Blacky? And I can't help but think of Charlie Sheen from Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the police station and towards the end, because his character had like a black leather jacket on with captain's bars on it. So I don't know, random memory. So he says, "Are you Blacky?" I am, but I can either say in the flesh, maybe not. Who wants to know? I'm gonna go with that option. Cute, very cute. Mr. Johnson says, "We got a job to do. It's a delivery run of sorts. Should be even easier than your standard extraction, huh? Club Antumbra is still busy with its opening night crowd, so this will be your best chance to slip in unnoticed. Or shoot up the joint if you want. I could care less. Just make sure that this box gets delivered to Callie's office on the 3rd floor." And during the intro, it was told us that Callie is the person who owns this nightclub. Are we clear? So, some questions I can ask. I'm going to say I'll need an advance. Frag you what for? I'm going to say I may need to hire some more runners. What for? It's the simplest job on the planet. A blind beagle could do it without help. Fine. It's coming out of your final payment, though. Well, it's always to get the money up front, or best if you can. So it was another 500 yen popped up, or new yen. I'm going to ask what's in the package. He's going to tell me, none of my business, I'm sure. He grunts in frustration. "I thought you were a professional. Is this your first run? What did I get myself into?" So I figured I'd get a response like that. Okay, I'm going to say a dangerous package should pay a premium. I suppose that's true, and if it were dangerous, why would I tell you? You'll do the job for what I offered, no more. Alright, so he's making it clear, no more money, at this point anyway. So, you know, in real life, I obviously wouldn't ask all these questions, but this is a game, so I'm going to try to collect as much information as I can. It's not like he's going to tell me you're fired, because then that would ruin the plot. So, little metagaming there. What's the scene like inside? I'm keeping my distance. Man like me shouldn't show his face in there. Sounds like quite a party though. All sorts of trash has been coming in and out. You'll fit right in on the dance floor. Nice. If we're lucky, they will have pulled security from the upstairs office to help cover the main floor. Might make things easier for you. Who do you work for? Once again, I'm probably going to get a very frustrated answer. Interested parties. So, an evasive rather than snide answer. Okay, so I'm going to say we're crystal clear. Pleasure doing business with you. I'll be here with you. I'll be here with your payment when you're done. All right, so completed an objective. Find Mr. Johnson. New objective. Enter Antumbra. Let's go check the character again. So if I go to mission items, I see Johnson's package. A small, tightly wrapped parcel. It feels like there's a metal container under the brown wrapping paper. So, and then under objectives, it's been updated to enter Antumbra. And I'm up to 1,700 new yen now. It said during the intro text explaining the module that I may want to hire a couple extra Shadowrunners. So far I'm not seeing an option like that, but I'll look around. One second, I had to take care of something in real life. If you have cats, you know what I mean, there's always some kind of distraction. Okay, so there's this kind of a cool little piece of artwork, like a pumpkin. I'm guessing that's a stock piece of art, or stock piece of artwork from the Shadowrun development kit, because in the content that came with the main game, there was a game called, or a gang, that is street gang, called the Halloweeners. That's just me guessing, thinking out loud, I don't know for sure. Okay, it looks like the only thing I can do is to go into the club. There's a line all the way around the door, so I imagine this bouncer is gonna kind of challenge me, but let's see. Enter the club. Sure. Okay, he didn't. I guess I'm allowed to just pop on in. Okay, so Antumbra. A wave of sound hits you as you step through the door. Everything inside is so shiny. Plenty of money went into making this place, and it's designed to extract as much new yen as possible from each person walking through the doors. Despite the tempting distractions, you'll need to find a way into the adjoining offices in order to deliver Johnson's box. So we're still loading. There we go. All right. For a second, I'd gotten worried we had locked up. You know, these user-generated modules, no matter how, you know, hard the author worked, you know, they tend to be buggier than the main game. But this time we're good. So I can go to the exit. I don't think I want to go to the exit, but I like to. I'm one of those people who likes to explore everything. I guess that's a receptionist, cloakroom lady. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here. See what this is. So it looks like the bar side of the nightclub. And there's a manager, drunk patron, and term. I'm gonna guess since this is a named guy, it's my likeliest shot so far of hiring a fellow Shadowrunner. Just metagame thinking again. We'll see. Drunk patron. Let's go talk to this guy. Yay, yay. The salaryman is many hours in his celebration. His words slur out like toxic sludge. And in Shadowrun, salaryman is just sort of a derogatory term for somebody who works a normal job. Shadowrunners kind of look down on people who do that. It's so possible to get a drink here. Go on and give me some milk. I don't even know what that means. Wouldn't you prefer some soy calf? That's kind of futuristic coffee. Think you've had enough? That stuff will put you in an early grave, and I'd love to help. I'm going to offer him some coffee. He seems to think this is the funniest thing he's heard all night. I should go one. Yeah, alright. Soy calf. Here's some new yen. Give me something good from the bar. No, not this bar. The other one's better. So he gave me 100 new yen to go get him a drink. And it put an objective in my task thing, so I don't know, but I can this bartender won't let me buy anything, so I'm gonna pop over and talk to the manager. May I help you with something? Can you get me upstairs? Sorry, sir, but that's simply impossible. The office is closed to visitors this time of night. Stay down here and enjoy yourself. Well, obviously I want to enjoy myself upstairs. And she says, may I help you with something? All I can do is leave, so see you later. And I'm going to go talk to Term. It kind of looks like a troll from here. We'll see. Yeah, this is a troll. You spot Term, another hungry young runner who has started making a name for herself. Recognition flickers across her eyes, and she bellows out a greeting. Oh, hey, Blacky. Here to watch the breeders? I guess that's another derogatory term for normal people. Term lets out a bellow, clearly enjoying herself. Judging from the bottles littering her table, she is already drunk enough to kill any lesser species. Trolls are big and tough, usually kind of dumb. So I could say, what are you doing here? What do you think of this place? Have you been upstairs yet? Want to join me on a run? Take care, Term. I'm going to say, hey, what are you doing here? Yeah, trying to make rent. Figured they could use some extra muscle for the grand opening. No luck so far. We just bring down more guns from upstairs. What do you think of this place? My pa would call it a target-rich environment. Too bad security's so tight. I don't know who fronted Callie the Doe to open this joint, but it's got to have Megacorp backing. You don't find these pros in Everett. So, Megacorp's, you know, typical futuristic, kind of dystopian future concept. They've just gotten huge. You know, they're more powerful than governments in a lot of ways. Have you been upstairs yet? You kidding? I get shot in sight. No way a troll like me could pass for talent. You sure put on a bright front here, all smiles and dances, but if you start prowling through the offices, they'll drop you quicker than Callie's next single. Want to join me on a run? I figured I could do that. Well, I'm already here, aren't I? Don't have anything else going on tonight. You look like you could use a street samurai by your side. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount. 500 for the night. Yeah, that'll work. What do I want to haggle? I'm going to haggle, just see what happens. I can't afford that. Sorry, chummer. Troll's got to have standards. So I'm going to go ahead and slap 500 new yen. So I'm glad I got that extra 500 off Mr. Johnson. Alright, lead on, chummer. So now we've got 2 street samurai, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So let's see. I mean, I'll be a nice guy, and if I can find the other bar, I'll bring that drunk guy a drink. I can't seem to. Oh, I got to open the door. That would help. And I don't know if the green is just for effect. I don't guess it's a poison or anything. I think it's just kind of nightclub smoke effects. So there's the dynamic dance floor, I'm guessing. It's not bad. go over here and talk to this bartender. Hey guy, want a drink? Maybe some hardware? What kind of hardware has it got? Give me a beer. Guy over there wants some hurl. I'm gonna be a nice guy, and I'm gonna buy him what he wanted. Each their own, I suppose. Your friend will be missing out on the fun for the rest of the night, though. That's his choice. Okay, so I'm gonna run back and give this guy his drink. I'm an honorable street samurai. Hey, you. Where's my hog? Here you go. I'm gonna give it to him. Downs in one gulp. That's your stuff. Nobody else should give me nothing. A few tears start trickling down his face. You're so much nicer than the other servers. We should get it out of here. Tell Branda I said so. Overcome with emotion or something, he lays his head on the table and begins softly snoring. So, I've been in some clubs at bars that I'd probably rather be asleep on the table than awake, so maybe he's having a good time. Alright, so Brando, I don't know, maybe that helped me out. I'm going to go back to, well actually let me see who else I can talk to in here before I check out that Dowman. Well, what do we have here? Blacky, right? I was talking with you from term the other day. She said you two worked together. More specifically, she said you would stick a knife in my back if I showed my face to her again. So, I guess Term said that I would take care of her slack with this guy? I don't know. So what can a little what can a little guy like me do for you? This guy's I'm guessing he's like a mage or a shaman or something. What do you think of Antumbra? Seems promising. Of course, it doesn't have much competition out here in Everett. During the intro, it mentioned that Everett's kind of a out there suburb, kind of not a lot of nice things or money at this timeline. I don't know how it is. It's a real town. I looked it up. Everett, Washington. So I don't know how it is now in 2013, but in the Shadowrun timeline, it's kind of run down. But so anyway, back to the text. The beer is cheaper than downtown clubs, and Callie has booked some impressive talent. Real tests will come after the opening fervor dies down. This place needs backing if they want to keep drawing people in. And it's his official report. Have you met Callie? Well, I've seen her, but she wouldn't know me. She's always focused on finding the next rising star. It's easy to overlook a little dwarf when you have her stature. What I've heard, she's perfectly nice for an ambitious narcissist. That's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a compliment. What brings you here? Apart from the fantastic drinks and eye candy, you mean? I just finished run, want to relax a bit. It's tiring to constantly haste the other runners on my team. A little misunderstanding with some Halloweeners nearly ended us. Fortunately, I was able to call in Fire Elemental to cover our daring last-minute escape. Felt good to be the hero of the hour for a change. So like I thought, this guy's a shaman, or shaman if you prefer. Just kind of suspected that. So what can that guy, oh, he's already asked me that. What can you tell me about this box? Diamond stops dancing when you hand him the box. Oh, he's been dancing while talking to him. His eyes grow unfocused and he seems a little less present than he did a few seconds ago. I'd be happy to consult on your run. Let's take a look at it. Oh dear. His jovial mood has flown away. Diamond regards you with a growing frown. Blacky, do you have any idea what's in here? Enough space to stuff an uncooperative dwarf. No, I don't. I'll just say medical supplies. No, rather the opposite. In fact, I'm going to guess it's a bomb. This bag is filled with nanites, unbelievable small machines, and these ones are created to tear things apart. There are enough in there to infect this entire building. If they're designed to replicate, they could take over the whole district. I take it that's bad? I'm no expert. Once this thing is open, they'll swarm through the entire area. Just a couple of nanites are plenty for implanting cyber air. With this many in a box, there must be for an attack. Who would do that, though? There's nothing in here but aspiring Tridio. I'm trying to think if I pronounce that right. I'm going to say Tridio. Trio stars and DJs. The whole building will be doomed to destruction. What do you suggest I do? Don't want to say that, or who cares? What kind of person is Blacky? He's honorable, but is he moral? What do you suggest I do? Callie runs the joint. You should show her the box and see if she knows why any Johnsons would be after her. Of course, backing out of a contract will hurt your rep. You can just do the job and get paid is what we usually do. And if you're feeling cheeky, I suppose you could always go back to your Johnson and ask him for some more new yen. How much is illegal in Seattle? But I'd say a mass nanite bombing certainly qualifies. This could be a rare opportunity for some prime blackmail. Are your services for sale? I'm actually here celebrating a successful run, but yes, I never turned down an opportunity. No. Actually, no. Term's voice bellows loudly enough that nearby patrons look over in annoyance. They quickly glance away and pretend not to have noticed the upset troll. Term taps your chest with a stubby forefinger. While you catch your breath, she calmly explains the situation. Blacky, if this little pile of dreck gets within a reach of my arms, I'll stuff his face into his rectum. Dalman audibly gulps his Adam's apple, seemingly attempting to escape his body's fate. Thank you most kindly for the offer, Blacky, but I must respectfully decline due to extenuating circumstances. So that's interesting. Unless something changes here real quick, you literally can't hire them both. And seeing as how I was already a street samurai, I might have wanted to go with the shaman. I'll extend your spine. Keep away from me, you freak. She really doesn't like this guy. So long, Dalman. I guess thanks for the info. Enjoy the party. Maybe I'll see you around later. Okay, so can I tell her to take a hike? Hold on, no, it's Dalman. Let me talk to. Let me see if I can talk to. Where's my troll? There she is. And I can't interact with her best I can tell. There's Term. What has she got? Well, at least she's armed. She's got a shotgun and a piece of rebar. I was playing another game. Just generated content where I got my hands on some rebar and I was doing some damage. Grenades, kamikaze, and medkit. What is she wearing? Outfit, nothing. So I need to get her some armor. Yeah, let me go back to this guy and check out his inventory. I'm kind of bummed I can't swap out my party, but that's life. Give me a beer, a friend needs some sword cough. What kind of music are you listening to these days? Enjoy all kinds of stuff. For listening to neo jazz like Total Commitment while working on my screenplay. When I want to feel energized, turn some loud deconsecrated or other thrumming music. Most of my friends enjoy chromatic metal, especially Trans Stalker. At the end of the day, I unwind with toxic house music like DJ Omphalos or DJ Fizzboard. This guy is like way into his scene. Okay, so check out his inventory. You know, having kind of made fun of that guy, I'm still impressed that the module developer entered that kind of flavor. I think it's pretty impressive when, you know, it's like this has nothing to do with this game, but, or at least the plot, but I'm going to add some atmosphere. You know, that was actually pretty well written. All right, so I don't know. I need to get a submachine gun. That's where I put. But I don't want to buy something that I don't have the skill for. Small submachine gun. Okay, so the Uzi does more damage, but the Beretta holds more ammo. I want to go with the Beretta. Well, no, I'll go with the Uzi. I'm hoping I can use it. My companion already has a shotgun. Let me get outfits. Because she's got nothing as far as armor. The black hat. It's the coolest hat in the shadows that grants intelligence, but no, I don't want that. I want ninja clothing. Secure samurai clothing owned. So I can't buy it for my... Maybe I can't buy stuff for my companion. Okay. I guess that's that. Let me go back just in case I get into some melee. Buy a baseball bat. Let's go to outfits. Maybe I can upgrade my... Just toss it on and head out. Armor 3. Armor 1. Armor 1. Spells, conjuring, chai casting. Can't use any of that. Definitely need some med kits. All I can buy is med kit 1. So I'll buy 3 of those. And a couple of frag grenades. Confirm. Yep. Dex, drones, all in stash. Force 1 air elemental fetish, which I can't use because I'm not a shaman. So got 2. I thought I bought more than that. Anyway, okay, confirm. And yeah, I got 10 new yen left, so I'm about maxed. Alright, let's investigate the rest of this. Now this NERPS, if I remember right, from Dead Man's Switch, which is the main campaign or scenario in the official game, if you will. I think it's some kind of drug, either that or some kind of energy drink. I think it's a drug though. This had a little hand on it. Let's see what this can do. Welcome to Antumbra. How may I virtually assist you today? So it's an information center. Check building amenities, look at music schedule, we'll get more information on Callie. And then if I had decking, I could hack into the talent database. So earlier in the first video in the series, I was like, who needs a decker? And so that just shows what I know, because I could use decking right now. Check building amenities. As the Sprawl's newest club, Antumbra features the latest state-of-the-art comforts for Seattle's finest denizens. Callie's extensive industry contacts ensure that the hottest acts will always appear in Antumbra. Our bars are stocked with the most delicious beverages, including artisanal brands of Tengele. I don't know. Be sure not to miss our dining room, where Seattle's finest chefs prepare meat from real animals. That's big stuff. Look at the music schedule. Tonight, Rasputin's Clowns, Brainhammer, and DJ Leporid. Tomorrow, Horatio and the Boys, Purple Monkey Dishwasher, Tammy's House of Sprinkles. And upcoming is Callie herself, Maybe himself. I'm going to say herself. I think she's been referred to as a her. DJ M follows. DJ Jake, the Rat King, and Total Commitment. So, get more information on Callie. Once hailed as the next Maria Mercurial, Callie used her money and fame to launch her own music label, quickly becoming one of the most respected players in the industry. As someone who has lived the creative life, Callie has proved unusually adept at recruiting new talent, successfully luring many artists to join her. Antumbra marks the first step in what's certain to be an exciting expansion of live entertainment and real estate. It's a bit of a mogul. Okay, so that gives us some more information. Well, I'm kind of curious to find out if all the talk of the band names so far is just flavor text, or if it's going to come into play. Now here's Antumbra security, and this guy doesn't look like a pushover. Pardon me, sir, but this area is restricted to Antumbra personnel only. So what exactly is back there? This guy's an orc, by the way. But he's big and tough, but my troll companion could waffle stomp him, I'm sure. Ha! You're probably picturing a glamorous non-stop party with Callie and all of her Trivid friends dancing and drinking and fragging. I assure you it's as boring as any office. Desks and terminals and regular patrols by a highly armed security like myself. So, let me talk to him again. I'm gonna say I really need to get inside. I very much doubt that. I don't know why you would even want to get inside. In any case, I only have one job: stopping dwarves like you from entering. So, I guess if I was a human or an elf, I could go in. I don't know. Alright, let me talk to him again. Hold on one second, I gotta take care of another real world thing. Come here, cat. Apologize for that, but I'm actually trying to keep them from making noise to interfere with the sound on the video. So now I'm going to say I have an appointment with Callie, and he's going to sneer at me. Unlikely, but not impossible. Let's get a look at you. Guard scans your face and pulls up a screen on his terminal. Sorry, man, but Callie doesn't know you from Dunkelzahn. I don't know what that means, but he's basically telling me, yeah, right. I talk to him again. So I can sucker punch the guard, or I can keep up the good work. I must say keep up the good work. He nods gravely and returns to scanning the dance floor. So I'm going to stop the video here, and when we return next time, I'll decide whether to run back out and talk to Mr. Johnson and tell him I know what's in the box, or if I want to go ahead and throw down with this guy and try to get on in to the office. So a little bit of a cliffhanger, I guess. Thanks for watching, and see you in part 3.